Yama hwefo nyina chi emamo akwaba famra XTV so ebre asose ye dan yeni edichire mu agopramaso na ye de ensem ni nyina no ede wa hyane so se enne eye fie da bosomen wotwe da etoso dumienu afi 2022 mu na agopramaso ensemi no aye krado a ye de ema ewiase nyina obia aye krado se ohwe expos live on XTV enunti bomode na Johnny Jumedie enwe social media handles ni nyina so de a na ensem no eho ene ebetumi ni nyina so no egu ama Facebook no eye XTV GH, YouTube XTV Ghana, TikTok XTV 391, Instagram XTV Ghana, Twitter XTV Ghana. Midin ede Michael Ofori ata mwat me ene anano pe midi dwumadi no eho chia me na medo akọ ensem no nyina mu ye be hye ase ententem so edi afi the transfer ensensem ni mu ewo Europe na ye de bibia ade amahwefo de ye hye ase emfemfi Manchester United the Red Devils boboku no asuyeye enano pay me no ekase no ababeto jase Manchester United boboku no emprempren no wo pe striker papa obetumi ejina boboku no anim ho na wapempem boss no aka boss ni nyina no edi egu atenem wo bra midfielders no any defenders no etumi aye ho adwuma na supplies ni na edi aba ne no ena ukopie mu e wo London anase England there me no ekase de empanifuo esidwa na abrantie baako a wani edi nachi no eye Alvaro Morata enkane Chelsea striker no onu EPO no wesi akan di bi pensara nso na Austria ni abrantie ye friend say Anatovic Marco Anatovic wono nso no Bologna boboku no mu na osi akan edema ewo Italian Serie A no mu na yenhwe ehu discussion no sene na omo fa so pensen mu ewo Top Sports transfer ensense mu.
How do you think that one would play into the new era of Manchester United under Ten Hag?
It would worry me a little bit if I was a Manchester United fan, because you want Manchester United to be snapping up the players that they've identified themselves that have been long-term targets. Now, I understand transfer business, it's not simple, but to then just be taking players that are offered to you without necessarily knowing that they're going to fit into what the manager wants, that would concern me. I feel like Manchester United have been down that road before a little bit with transfers. I think it's worth saying the players that Manchester United have brought in so far are good players. I think they improve the club and I think they will be successes. But the trouble is with Man U at the moment, they just need so much and you wouldn't back them to get over the line what they need.
Looking at the stats just there, games 47, 16 goals, 6 assists. That was his Chelsea record for Alvaro Morata. Michael, looking at that one, do you think that is the right fit for Manchester United? Is that what they need to possibly replace Cristiano Ronaldo?
I think what would concern me as a supporter is the words have been offered. You know, if they've offered, then okay, maybe I can see a way around it. But why Man United being offered a player? You know, that's what would concern me.
How do you think that one?
Any near air cross Manchester United Alvaro Morata no wesi akan ediama Chelsea pay no ewo EPO ni mu no ne records a onyaye ewo mu no ene ne no yetumi di ni nyina so ede atudwa ni nyina no wo hwe se ebia daache wo no beba be hye Cristiano Ronaldo Alvaro dos Santos enemu ede amamwa ebre ene nkrabia ene ebekire wo hwe no so no yede ensem ne ma ahwefo exports dwumadie su yembepie mu ewo Chelsea the Blues ena afins no boboko ahoro a ene uko transfer ensense mu ewo England dia yanko hwe boboku a ene omu leadi eye the market no aspeni sikapa wo ho na ne eye wanwane se London based teams no won enafi sikanso omo se pa wo ho yenhwe no nso.
Early, new philosophy, new players, backing the manager. They've spent £176.5 million, but the great news for Chelsea fans, like going back to the Roman Abramovich eras, they're not finished yet. And when you look at the exciting players they're still being linked to in this summer window, it could be the summer transfer window of all summer transfer windows for Chelsea.
And in the no so no edaso inti me no eka say the ukopie mu Chelsea e na ehuri edi kan e wo ho a ono spendings no after 6 signings no we to me spend 176.5 million pounds. Arsenal tosu mienu 121.65 no million pounds. Sarah so na Tottenham Hotspur 115 million pounds. West Ham United 102.75 and after Manchester City enso ekura 101.1 and after enso no Leeds United ekura 95.8 4 million pounds. International say London based teams no first, second, third and fourth ni nyina no everyone were ending so one so was spendings no etumi ekonkan wo Chelsea boboko no asoye na no and central for Abisa Abrantia Raheem Sterling and then atwetwen komo say after winning a yes for Premier League titles no mentality ankasa e wo Chelsea ene wankasa wo career mu sene enema esi ekos no san enete yenti Abrantia no so ne nsem no sene oyiya no.
Callum Hudson-Odoi has spoken about how you've come in and helping the younger players already. Is that a newer role for you, coming in at 27 and winning the Premier League 4 times? Is that something you've always done?
No, I just think, and that's one of my traits where, you know, I always, no matter how old you are, or I always think it's always good to try and nurture younger people in whatever profession it is. And you know, you don't want a hostile environment for them to come in. You always want it to be one that they feel like they can flourish. You know, if I was young, when I was young, I had someone like Steven Gerrard around me to look up to as an example. Went to national team, he had his arm around me, so it makes you a lot more relaxed in the camp, so you can do your best. So that's what I ever try to do, is have jokes and laugh, but at the same time make sure, you know, people are getting the work done and feeling comfortable.
Him Sterling and also no pre-match conference no yebisa ni nsema ene no wetumi ede anu ye kama ni nyina no ode ama ahwefo yenso yedi bi ma exports ahwefo nyina across the world yen kopie mu e wo Liverpool Abrantia ba kwa ye friend say Harvey Elliott me no ekase no Abrantia no a extend ne contract a owo no ede ama boboko no akwa kodu 2027 na yenhwe kwanya wo fa so a wasane ene na achievement ne sene ne modern bo etie e wo Liverpool no mu. Ene Abrantia ye friend say Harvey Elliott ono so no Liverpool boboko no esan no edini fi boboko ye from say Fulham aso ye emfie be ye miensa eko enani ene no wa extend the contract to 2027 and also no ye de ma ahwefo ye nkopie mu ewo FC Barcelona ene Abrantia Frankie de Jong ensensem no afe baby e edu no de ano etumi ayehia me no ekase no boboko no ede ato Abrantia ye nimu se wo mpese wo be fi boboko no aso ye Manchester United afi Chelsea nso de ene ne ombetumi aya ne se na ketua oje no esododo enti wonte so mane mra fom se wentumi anti na ketua no so ma ano amma fom de a ene na kire se daache no asendi bia me kire court ena ombetumi ne nakọ na obede nakọ ekopi mu ho omso ma ye krado se obetumi na ye adwuma woni bibia entia no nanso no eyade asikasem ho ayeden ede ama Barcelona boboko no enti Abranti wo sere ni bia se obete na ketua so nanso wo se da ono nso a wo makwan na ye nton no ne enton ne kina ne no ena basa mpanifo de aba betu ja se Abranti anya ntomo de a ene daache bia no asendi bia ena ono nso no ombetumi ene no akwa ekopi mu na emra etumi aye adwuma wo enti ye twen na ya hwe ne besi bia no ye bekoso ede asom ahwefo exports live on XTV na bibia nso etumi akoso kama yen kopie mu ewo Argentine International Leandro Paredes enonso no meno ekase na osi nakan ede ma eye Paris Saint-Germain boboko no nanso management no anase coaching no etumi asesa mene no Mauricio Pochettino eniwo enu nti Oria Christophe Getty abaye no wode atuja se wo hia ne bio meno ekase no aba beto jase Abrantie any boboko ye from say Juventus Arichi agreement personal terms ni bibia no etumi akoso kama emene no ne wo hwe animu nyina ne se Paris Saint-Germain boboko no any boboko ye from say Juventus nso no ebeje pene na entiase akonso na fe wetumi efi eye Paris aba bepie mu ewo Italy emonten so ekusi akan ede ama Juventus boboko na no nso yedema ahwefo enano pen afe yenwie amanone nsem no ewo FIFA fo aso ye de a FIFA aso ye no aba beto odwama enura den no yedema ahwefo ewo exports so enura anopa no ese eyade a Qatar FIFA World Cup no SSA Eshase 21st of November the year 2022 na opening match no ebeye host nation Qatar any Ecuador nanso no na Qatar mpanimfo no me no ekase Asia Football Federation any CONMEBOL fo no etena ase eyese ebeye ya FIFA Emma Wakwan Nasa Akensi instead of 21st no won't see a kind of 20th. What they call FIFA no work anymore. Say FIFA President Gianni Infantino and it impeni for you know ebe to me ajepene and they no omate de abrewa eyipoma kwemu ema FIFA je atumo say ensesa no omofo ombe to me esi a kind of opening match no e 20th of November the year 2022 instead of 21st na no so no omo to me approve e de ama woma bibia e koso kama enu ntini efire ho no afe yenna yani na yemrefie dia na yedan yani abefie nanso yasanso akwa amanone ewo eye FIFA Under 20 Women's World Cup etodwa ewo man Costa Rica mu no me no ekase no enra the Black Princesses of Ghana edincho ewo won match a woni United States of America esi yeni mu 3-0 and a Ghana edincho nanso yebo 9-11 na yenya 2 red card yanhwe kwanya the Black Princesses efa so edinkugu no
on the charge here and going for it. Just lost her footing as Mia Justice, the goalkeeper, telling her players to calm down. Yeah, excellent goalkeeping from Boadu that she has made, Olivia. And still, Rouse, good ball in, must be, yes! USA lead in the scoring for the States. She's certainly onside. Time from Lainey Rouse. Cleared off the line. Once again, the marking was not ideal decision as she had options in the area. The midfielder who excellent covering though by Samar Gidri showed a great turn of pace. Cooper Thompson in the centre. Cooper's ball in and it's 2-0. Alyssa Thompson with this one. The scorer of the first is the provider for the Moultrie play here. Thompson in support. It's Sentner. It's 3. Ali Sentner, who's only been
any Okwanya the Black Princesses of Ghana and Radeno were fast to Eddie Nkugo ewa United States of America for Ensano Ekami Ensan Omen to me Ansimu Adabraka Esanso Eji 2 red cards Edeka ho ewo other matches etutu Jani Japan Eshe Netherlands Ekabako Omen to me Anti Saranso and Nigeria and France Akensi no Nigeria Eshe Bako France and so and to me Anti Sa Ekano ewo and also no Yadema Ahwefo afi yeme piemu Accra Hearts of Football Bokono aswe yede Abrantia Mohammed Allah Hassan wono meno ekase oye deputy captain Edma Bobokoro meno ekase no ono so se naniji ewo Bobokoro mu pa enti ne contract ensensem no empanifo ene no atwetwen komo emene no Abrantia no etumi extending the stay o stay with the phobians never say that until the bones are rotten meche Accra House of Football Bokono ema enema nso no ekoso ewo na so ye enti meno ekase rie ochirema na Bobokoro ayama no eyade eye ni so pa se omama na kwan nani nso eje enti wajepene se otena ho na wasi akan ede ama still at the camp of House of Folk no Abrantia oye one former striker ne no omeja ne kwan eye Kofi Koji ede atudwa se eyade a kwan ya House of Folk Boboko no ede na fa so eja ne kwan ene nsem bi ekokọ so se ne nani esi anje ho amfa no ene no se Boboko no etwa U10 eba na so ye na omudi billions of United States dollars anase pounds mpo ana euros kra ede ba enyade a wono obeje penie esi akan ede ama Boboko no enne ede ama echena wono so no wode sa ensem we no ede ababetu bia ochena na yesi wo one Boboko ni ntem no eyade a se bia wo modembo enkonkan na yebeja akwan no eyade eye normal etaisi ewo won career mu nanso okaso okansem a kwanya Boboko no afaso ede na afaso no eyade a eni ye nyan ma no nti ende kukuru sika e wo wiase nyina ede bakora onsi akan enfa ma won ne ensanso entoa so ewo chene no so no wode sa ensem no ede atubia former eye Black Galaxy player Abrante Isaac Chum wono so no me no ekase no ukopie mu a wakwa kopie mu ewo Norwegian ana Norway eho ena wakosane contract ede ama eye lower division side you're from Sonda Boboko no a me no ekase no Sonada Boboko no eho ena wakwa kopie mu a ono so ahye bo se obehwe se obetumi aboa na watumi ede Bobukwe efi lower division Edoma baby pimu secure promotion into the Norwegian League na Abrante Isaac Chum so no etumi edesa ensem no aba betu edwa yedema ahwefo yemfi na so ye na afi yemra ebibremu de na yeba ebibremu Isaac Chum de no so eno no yenkopiemu ewo Arusha, Tanzania. Eho ena meno ekase no the General Assembly of Confederation of African Football ekoso a Ghana FA president and the vice inano ora Edwin Simon Kurt Okreku and Mr. Makado inano ewo hobi neho ena meno ekase no fi Confederation of African Football president Dr. Patrice Motsepe wono akroyanso ena Mamelodi Sundowns bobuko e South Africa no ne dia ode atudwa akire African Super League wo pese afia yebesimu 2023 August mu no omu introduce no wabra wo share wo congress no opani etumi ekasafa ho ewo General Assembly yentie kwanya na wo fa so ene nsema ode tudwa efa African Super League no eho.
The African Super League is one of the most exciting developments in the history of African football. And the objectives in terms of what we are trying to achieve is very clear. Number one is to make sure that African football, and this is club football, is world-class, competes with the best in the world.
We any okwanya wapenino ofaso ochirechiremu botai any nientia wapese wade African Super League no ede ba no ehu sika sema no so no na aye dadwene ewo members ni bebretirimu a ebi mu kresu so se wanhwe na sa ehu sika sema no ebe collapse won sika sema Confederation of African Football no eno so okasafa ho si.
And African clubs can compete because it is indeed about finance as well. It's about salaries. The family owns an African football club, and many of the top players recognize, and this is what we always emphasize, that football is a short career. And during that career, you really have to maximize in terms of the money that you make as a football player. And our advice to them is use that money to invest and to look after yourself and your families. But African clubs have never really had a very good foundation financially to be able to keep some of the best players in Africa, to stay in Africa from a salary, a wage, an income perspective, because they love the continent. They want to be in Africa. So the financial part of club football is a critical issue. And what we are hoping to do is through the African Super Club, improve the quality of football, because at the end of the day, you've got to get the football spectators excited. You've got to get them to want to watch local football, because it is as good as watching the best football in the world. So the financial aspects in relation to club football is key, and African clubs can compete because it is indeed about finance as well. It's about salaries. The family owns an African football club, and many of the top players recognize, and this is what we always emphasize, that football is a short career. And during that career, you really have to maximize in terms of
Confederation of African Football president no eno wetumi ede hu sika sem so no etumi ede atudwa ne krakra ne ede sori anopei agoprama so nsem ni mu no Gianni Infantino eye FIFA president wono so dwumadie no na owase bi na ono so ede na no nsem ede tudwa ede fa lunch no sei eno ono so no ekaye.
Will be very happy, of course, to attend the first game of this very exciting Africa Super League. And today is indeed a very special day when you launch a project like that, and I'm very proud as FIFA president to be here to offer, of course, the support and the help and the assistance of FIFA, and at the same time congratulate CAF and its leadership, president, the whole executive committee, all the associations, the clubs who have contributed to shape and develop this incredibly exciting, innovative project. It is a great project because as it has been presented in this video, and I was fortunate enough to assist at some of the meetings that you had in the executive committee, where more of the details were also presented.
Yani Infantino, FIFA's president, and on also no Jumedi no wade nano sem editu bia e wase no so no yede ama ahwefo live on XTV ne kura no Ghana Premier League ene no abaye Bet Power Premier League the year 2022-23 no e yade enra day no fixtures ni nyina no etumi abeto bia na Kumasi Asante Koroko any Accra Heart of Folk match day 3 and I say week 3 no eno so no eno mienu no ebe crash early stages na enunti fixtures ni nyina no ene da ho no ebrepem no ye behwe se wonsa betumi aka ni nyina enunti hye ne so the Ghana's version of El Clasico no eno ebetumi atodwa week 3 of the Bet Power Premier League eno no ebe koso oman Ghana mu the 2022-23 season no between Kumasi Asante Koroko and Accra Hearts of Oak ebeto odwa no kromu nyina ayeye esanse ache se yehu se two teams no ye hye afinase na animanim anase ententem so ano omumienu crash sa on this note and I made to me the agopramaso nsem a yato din se expos live on XTV no etumi edi ni nyina no edi esi na dwumedi ahodo ni nyina so etumi atoa so as the PSA enkoma Bismarck Edu and afi Loretta won eye producers ensemi no wode ma moata medi ho chia me Bismarck ehye MCR and Loretta ebo na chiri do ma dwumedi no koso behind the cameras no eye Abrantie DJ YS the only fresh boy in the house wono enegina camera na chi a wotwa ye ma bibia nso ekoso kama executive producers of the shows no eye na Najwa Sapoma ene Sami Tuga midin edem what Mavis Obapa Akosuyate aye krado yendi Ghana nkomo is next Macron.